Hey, what's up? Good morning, and thank you so much for tuning in here on Hits 103.9 FM. It's Showbiz Review Extra. It's time for Showbiz Review Extra. Good morning to you, and welcome to the program. It's been an eventful week. Chalet issues there, issues there rough. Issues Day. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is the voice of Andy Dosty. This morning I sound a bit, indeed I sound husky. Ghanaians and the husky word. Oh, voice nice. My voice is not husky. But this morning, well, let me confess. Last night, we went bowling really hard. Last night we had a great time on Soho. Hey, Charlie Ghanaians. Oh, Ghanaians can chill. Charlie Ghana for chilling. Quiet. Yesterday, if you missed out, then you really missed. If you were not there on Soho last night, you really missed. Well, the next edition of the Old School Party with Andy Dosty is on September 5. September 5. From the look of things, we have to repeat the same thing. We have to repeat the party. We have to replicate it in September or October. Keep it tuned in here on Hits 103.9 FM. Thanks so much to whoever turned up. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. I'm singing Frankie Valli right now. Oh, what a night. Charlie. Tilly, good morning.
Good morning.
Howdy.
I'm well. How about you?
Good.
I can see you have brought the energy from last night into this morning.
Tilly, energy no day.
we beg some for us. This one.
Energy no day.
Give us some more. We beg.
Hey. Ah, boy. And the energy no day like that. Hey, yesterday. Oh, Tilly. But you said you were coming.
Yes.
What happened?
My partner in chilling, DJ Slim, has once again left me. Has left me.
Forget him.
That's all. No, or family. No, when I'm coming back, it's quite easy for me to come back because he drops me at a vantage point, and then he waits for my Uber to come to take me. DJ Slim or a market getting one buttery. If I'm out with him, I'm very comfortable. All of a sudden, DJ Slim. All of a sudden, DJ Slim has left me. Has neglected my happiness and my chilling, and has left me. As I sit here, I'm a woman with no means of enjoyment. Be that simply because the man I trusted with my happiness has left me. But who am I? Yes, so that is why I couldn't come.
Last night it was like a movie. Last night, my God, it was like it was like. They say there's gonna be a candlelight vigil.
Yeah.
It was like the people going to the vigil had already come there to rehearse.
Hey, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I announced that I was doing a celebration of the legend. Okay. People had also come in because of my. I think there's certain backgrounds to it. First of all, my relationship with Lumba. Okay, my working relationship with Lumba. And the fact that we'll do high life. So they expected nothing. But as medical will say, top. So, but it was, all in all, it was a great night.
That's nice.
My head saved the bash me. Charlie, let me issue this warning to the watching seller.
Yes.
She can't be toying with our lives like
yes.
I'm appalled by your
inconsistency.
No, you.
Me.
Yes, the way you relaxed for the watcher sellers inconsistency.
Oh, Daddy.
If I had truancy,
yes,
she cannot toy with our stomachs.
Her like a physical behavior.
Thank you. What's
lack of alacrity.
Kaish.
Why?
Today there's no end. Hey, today is 2nd August.
Yes. Yeah.
Finally,
it's going down.
It's about to go down. It's about to go down.
Yeah.
It's about to go down today.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
Listeners. Hey, Lumba is on. I wish I will stop it, but I said, and you may do such a fun. Charlie. Champion, good morning. How are you?
Andy, I'm good.
Zeal, you.
I'm just trying to live in your moment.
Yeah.
The party, coming to work.
Be careful what you wish for. Be careful. For me, it's always a privilege meeting new people.
Yeah.
When I go there to work, it's like a sweet adventure. Every time you have new people coming into network. Yesterday, the former a minister was there.
Oh, okay.
This was a former minister. So I was playing and he was in a group. I think there were about 5 guys, about 4 or 5 guys on the table, very close to where I stood from the DJ booth. And then the man came and said, "Hey, you go do I go dash you money. You go do I go dash you money." Charlie, this song you they play, you go, Charlie. Okay, cool. Then he went. All this for me, I never knew him. Then he came and said, "I tell you, like the songs were coming back to back. Like, I tell you, hey. Then he came, shook my hands. I opened my palm, yeah.
Block.
Oh, it was good.
Melted block.
Oh, it was good.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Oh, nice.
So me, man, as he come first time, he can warn me. Like, who's this guy?
Now
I thought someone who had some quaff and wanted to just make some noise. So he came back and said, "Charlie, after warning you want me to come back, eh?" Then the guy came back for the second time.
Gosh.
Same block.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Block no jatu so now they are befi.
Then the third one came. It was a good night. It was a good night.
Oh, nice.
So usually, I sit here in the mornings on Saturdays, and I'm tasked to send some cash because weekend we forgo market, go the kitchen, the empty places must be
filled.
Yes. So what I did was that on my way, I found a mobile money vendor, and I because I had to make the.
Now, what happens to be the side chicks?
It's gone to number 1 side chick. The cash has gone to number 1 side chick, so don't worry.
I can't be fear.
No, and yes, sir. So it is different. The one way they chop and different the one way they spend.
Hey.
Oh, of course, because somebody they like spend, but someone go like chop.
Okay.
You see, with the chopping, there are differences.
Okay. I understand.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
How was the week?
The week was good. So this week I was in Koforidua. I was there for an event by GCCP. They are training community level monitors to prepare them for the EUDR. EUDR is European Union
Directorate Resource.
No, deforestation regulations.
DR. So me to have for.
No. So the EU is where Ghana sells most of its cocoa. And so they have regulations to ensure that we don't cut down our forest or destroy the forest reserves for the cocoa that we are doing. So they have brought a set of regulations called the EUDR, European Union Deforestation Regulation, to ensure that farmers do not cut down forests to plant the cocoa, else they will not buy our cocoa. So in order to ensure that the farmer at Teacher Chrome at Nyankpanduru is doing the right thing, there was a meeting by the civil society. So the GCCP, they are called the Ghana Civil Society Cocoa Platform, where they brought community level monitors to the Capital View Hotel at Koforigia to train them using an app, so that when there is any activity of deforestation going on, they will get an alert on their new devices so they can check it out. Sometimes when you deforestation, you cannot be near the app is picking it up, just so they can monitor and ensure that Ghana is preparing and is ready to ensure that they don't do anything that goes against the rules. Send our cocoa will be bought in EU. And yes, sir, security no ye juma afinin yina na so ye kwano ye so almost in entire so aboke gunono. So that was the training that was happening, and I was there, and I'm quite excited. But I learned so much. There's so much going on, and there was a lot of information that we grasped. And you know, the government has announced they're about to announce the new cocoa prices. So there was also that education for the farmers there and the NGOs, because the government mentioned, I think the president some time ago mentioned that he was going to give farmers 70% of the world market price of cocoa. But you see, that number when it comes down to, it's another thing. So as the civil society who have the farmers at heart, their job was to educate their farmers. They don't raise their hopes so high, they'll be disappointed. So they gave them the actual figures per their calculation and the factors that goes into giving that kind of amount out. And there was a lot of education and sensitization, which was a beautiful experience, and I really enjoyed it. So that was my week. And then I went to a farm. I went to a farm to go and shoot my content. So I've started something. Shall I tell you about it? It's very interesting.
You have a farm?
Yeah, no, I don't have a farm. So I've started the content.
You do want to start a farm? Yes,
I want to, but I don't have the land. But I've started content that projects women in agriculture. So I have been to Sehi Boakon, a place called Paradise. I interviewed a rice farmer and a cocoa farmer. Madame Dokasefum was a beautiful. I've done a documentary, posted it, and I've posted some on TikTok and all the platforms. Then I went to Dunkwao. I went to see Madame Letitia Yankee. She is the head of Cocoa Mba Cooperative. There's some documentary and content on her as well. And so last week on Wednesday, this week actually, Wednesday, I was in Koforigia, Madame Ernestine Osetutu, the overall best female farmer in Ghana 2024. I was in a big farm, so created content here and there. So I'll be uploading all. So if you ask me how my week has been going there, I've been busy back to back traveling and making memories and meeting elderly women who are making things happen in Ghana.
Right.
Yeah.
So how was yours?
My husband good.
The way Tilly went on and on and on.
My has been good. I've been learning a lot from here. I think I've been here like 3 times this week, and I've been learning a lot. And I got into a little trouble by going on Joy Prime's the BMP.
Oh, were you on it?
Yeah, I was on it. And I made
which one were you? Were you bald, or you were the muscled or pot-bellied?
Pot-belly, no.
It's a very good show. I've been on it. When they started, they wanted me to produce. I remember IB. I worked with IB for a while, but it's a very, very good show. Very good show.
So the topic was why men go back to their exes they hurt and all that. And I made some submissions, and come and see my Facebook and all that.
Wait, does that mean you will go back to your ex?
Before I've been there, Andy.
You've your ex that you hurt.
Yeah.
No, but I think it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
The ones that have the hearts.
Yeah.
To forgive. The ones that have the hearts to think like, oh, this one they are not try.
Yeah.
This girl, she was a good girl. The way that this girl be sweet, come see, Charlie.
Yeah.
How did I hurt this girl? But sometimes, it be like the reflection they come on the...
Yeah. And sometimes you need to go and kill the job, like finish it.
The unfinished business, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it has been good. My week has been good so far. Yeah.
Then the okay, I don't know if you were you here last week. You were not around.
Last week, Saturday, I was around.
Yeah.
Were you here?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was. Yes,
Last
that
week.
was when the story was,
Developing.
developing, and then there were, some uncertainties here
Right.
and there. Yeah, I was.
Oh, so you were here?
Yeah, I was. Andy, you don't remember me? Yeah,
no.
I'm not memorable.
That's not the case. But yes, sorry. Last week, I think I was blinded by a lot of things. Truth be told, when I hope I'm not on air. I hope I'm not on. Are we live on Facebook?
Yeah, you are alive.
Right now, if I say anything, no, the way Ghanaians, the way Ghanaians, they lash me, Charlie. Ghanaians lash me, machine, bia.
No.
Hey!
Sorry.
But when the news came out, okay, how did you hear it? Apart from the rumors, how did you authenticate the story?
Okay. So, I first of all, I think that our conversation here was based on the fact that there was a post by a lady called Mona.
Yes,
She made
Mona
a post,
Gucci.
and then I think Adam explained further and how it went. So I think finally it was the family's release, because there was a session here where you also called your sources that you trusted, and they made you aware that everything was all right.
Right.
So trusting your source, obviously, you also gave us that assurance that no, everything was okay. But then I think when we left here, that was when I saw the publication online by the Daddy Lumba's page,
Right.
with the lawyer saying that the man is truly gone. Now, I get what happened. I understand everything that happened, because obviously you are not an amateur in this industry, and for information like that, you have people you trust, people that are close. So for the driver, as you said, that drove him there, says I drove him there, I have brought him back.
And he's fine.
Yes, and he's fine. Who are you to say it's not? It's
yeah.
not. You get it? So I think that probably the family wanted to be the one
To
to
break
break
it.
the family and not get ahead of it. And you see, something happened that did not help this conversation. The lady, Mona, once again, in as much as happiness of the week has vindicated her, how she broke the story also created room for doubt, because she didn't break the story as if she had the fact.
Yeah.
She broke the story like she was speculating, asking somebody to come and authenticate it. You get it? So how she broke the news, first of all, it took the wind out of the family coming to break the news, and the impact it would have made on the ground if the family had broken the news. And she didn't also back it with some confidence to say, I know and I'm breaking it. She was speculating and spreading rumors, which to me created all the things that happened. But all the same, we are here today, and we know what has happened. So I think this will probably just take us straight into the topics of the week. So
You know, let me be very honest. You see, when when the speculations were you okay, yes, now I remember you were here.
yes,
You know, I had calls going back and forth after the confirmation that they should, when I had the news that they should ignore. The driver said, he's fine. They went to yes, it's true. He fell ill. He was taken to the hospital. They brought him back and he's relaxing. When I came to ignore or ask people to ignore the rumors, at about 11:40 something, let's say 11:51 or something, yeah, Nabil had called me. No, the first message that came asking me to either pull the video down and that it is true was Austin Wood. Austin has sent me a message that, yo, I've seen a video of you denying the gentleman's death. You need to get your facts right, because from the look of things, it is true. All this while we were on air, going back and forth. This was even before Nabil's call.
I saw you went out a lot,
right?
A lot of calls.
So when Austin sent me the message, he asked me. Let me read it so I don't get confused. When he saw it quickly, he said, "Charlie, I just confirmed from the family. Please check from your sources, because I just had someone at his home to verify in person just confirmed to me." And I asked, "Hey, who?" He said, "So I just left the house and she called me crying." I'm like, what? This was 11:45 a.m. Right? 11:45 a.m. Saturday, 26th July. So I asked him, "Where's Sewa? Am I here?" He said, "Yeah." So quickly I stepped out to call Sewa. Now I called Sewa and Sewa was not picking up. I called again and someone picked up. And I could hear a lady at the background. So I could hear some conversations were going on. So I asked the person, "May I please speak with Sewa?" "Pacha, why are you busy, Kakraba?" I said, "Let me speak with Sewa." Because I was, So let me speak with Sewa. And she said, "Pacha, Miss, why are you busy? Oh, you're a bit frail." Then I asked again, "No, you're okay, dear." Then the lady asked her, "Why are you asking whether she's okay?" "Oh, no. Pacha, Andy Dosty knew. This is Andy Dosty. Pacha, Udia Beguso." I said, "Okay, if that's the case, now let me talk to her." I said, "No, Miss Why?" So I felt like she wasn't ready. So I hung up. Then I called Nabil. "Yo, I've just called Sewa." I says, "Yeah, Charlie, bro, your man is gone." So, how do you said Sewa called Daddy Lumba's phone? He did not pick up. He called his wife, and the wife said, "Sewa, brefi." And immediately he said it, I was like, well, I used the F word. Because if it wasn't true, the wife would say, "Oh, doggy omo. Oh, maybe I no creo adana." But immediately she said, "Brefi." Oh dear, brefi. That meant a lot. So, if you recall, when we were leaving here, my last song was Makram. But whom am I?
Because you hadn't received the final confirmation.
Exactly. Even if I had received it, as I said on Adom, it's not about who breaks the news first, but it's about who gets his facts right. Already I had mentioned that people should ignore. Now you come back quickly to say, "Hey, excuse me." Then later on, the man comes back alive, because Lumba, every year he dies.
Yeah.
Every year. He's only the only person in this world that dies every year. Every year the man dies, he comes back. The beer. Well, how do you come back to say? So just as we left, Monaguchi has sent me a voice note and I was playing it back to Adam. So I was with Adam Ashes and Robert Clark. Then someone called crying. This was around 11:50, just before midday. I was like, "Ayeka." How did you get the news, Zeal?
Andy, so fortunately for me, last week I was listening to you guys, and then think I woke up to you guys on the radio, and Adam was reading the message Mona had posted on her Instagram, and when you debunked the statement, I was like, okay, cool. This is no news to us, because every year you hear, oh, Daddy Lumba is dead. You hear this, you hear that, you hear that. So I was just waiting to see a write-up or an official communique saying, oh, this is it, and this is the way forward, and all that. But when you debunked the story, I was like, coming from Andy, sure. Because at least we know that you work with him when it comes to DJing, when it comes to shows and all that. I was like, okay. So then, moving into the day, I think after 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock there, then I got a notification from his radio station, that's DL FM, and Sewa was there. And I was like, yo, what's going on? Because it's hardly to see Sewa there. The only time you see stuff like that on their station is when there's an event coming up and she has to go talk about it and all that. And then I listened to it, and officially I read a communique from the same DL FM, and I was like, okay, fortunately the man is gone. But even before the official communique came, when you go on socials, you see that people were using his songs over and over again. So in your head, you register, you think definitely there's something going on. Is it true or not? But one thing I would love to talk about is, after you put the video out there, I saw some people comment and say certain stuff. And I was like, everybody should relax, because this is not the first time. Yes. And secondly, you were on a show. It's not like you were out there doing your rounds and all of a sudden you just communicated the whole thing. You were on the show. So basically, you just communicate to one person, and whatever they tell you is what you put out there. It's not like you have the liberty of time to do cross-check and talk to multiple people and then come with a conclusive statement that this and this and that. And then again, I keep saying, commentary about certain things should be within the topic. Yes, we all one way or the other say something and then come back to apologize or come back to correct ourselves. But when you decide to extend the conversation and make it look like one person is not there yet, one person is not doing his or her job right, it's not good. But at the end of the day, I love the way Ghanaians are treating the whole thing. We are really celebrating the legend, and I love the way people are even going there, talk about known figures. Before we even started the show, we're talking about the former president, Kufuor, going there, and other dignitaries going there and all that. We can't do anything about that, but we can make sure that his legacy lives on.
I've done several interviews where people ask me, there's just one question that runs through. Hey, Andy, do you think that the Lumba was celebrated well enough? Like, no, Zeal, let me ask you. Do you think he wasn't celebrated?
No,
well
he was. He was. You go to events and they are playing the modern day music, and they throw it back to Daddy Lumba's song, Daddy Lumba's song. See, since he's there, we are talking about him, and you see even the young ones sing along. You see the young ones appreciate. Stormzy was in Ghana. Was it for Global Citizen?
Right.
He wore Daddy Lumba's shirt. You have other artists go out there, and even what's his name? After his death, Davido.
Right.
Sang a song. So for me, I keep saying, and one thing we should also know that Daddy Lumba wasn't a young artist to be in our faces all the time.
Right.
So for me, he was celebrated. For me, every day, even now, his streams have gone up.
So much.
His streams have gone up. And if there's an event that Daddy Lumba is on board, the type of people who make it to that event and the type of talkability surrounding that event makes you know that this is an artist or an individual we love and we celebrate. He doesn't need to do any interviews. He drops a song. Bro, he's not... What a game, bro. What a game. So for those statements, I can give you 10 examples of people celebrating Daddy Lumba on their own artists. Kim Promise said young Daddy Lumba in one of his lyrics. So I don't know how they want us to celebrate him, or what they were expecting. But for me, I don't think we've celebrated any artist than Daddy Lumba.
Right. Tilly, do you share the same idea?
That he wasn't celebrated. It's not true.
I mean, that's a question everyone.
No, it's not.
And I wonder.
It's not true. It's not true at all. In fact, I think one of the artists that have been celebrated in my lifetime, ever since I've been alive, and I've seen how, is Daddy Lumba. And I think even after his death, what has happened within this 1 week underscores that thing, that he's very, 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 very well celebrated. And you see, Daddy Lumba is not that artist too that he puts himself out there a lot. However, there was always some frenzy and razzmatazz around this man. I don't know how they did it. And his fandom, so there's something about his fandom. And yet there's small people be online.
No.
Or in the global market. So there is Daddy Lumba Germany, Daddy Lumba Kumasi, Daddy Lumba Accra, Daddy Lumba UK. Daddy, me see a year way. You're begging the global, and it will be in order. Kumasi for you.
No, the body will travel.
Yes.
Yeah.
The body must go to Germany.
Yes.
If you are not by Holland, now by it.
Yes.
Italy.
Yes. Italy.
Hey.
And you see, why I'm saying it's not true is we see that on his birthday. His birthday celebration, even when he doesn't want to do anything, the fan base, they do something.
Straight.
They do something. The last time, that was his last birthday, we were on another station and one guy passed the comment that, oh, they didn't celebrate him more, they should have done this. Somebody, Mickey Darling, he was driving, he drove back, he stopped the car at the road, crossed the road, came to blast the boy on.
What can you hear?
We won't fan base.
What? Sure.
We won't be that. He
No,
was driving though. And no free. Studio hona we pay. Just will try it and now hotel no taste will be a cannot parking the car to track on you. No, but you cannot say that.
Is that the Lumba we're talking about?
Yeah.
Daddy Lumba.
Fan base, we who be that.
Daddy Lumba.
Get to blast the guy. Then he went back. He went to cross the road and pick his car.
No, but it's crazy, Daddy Lumba. For
And
real.
it's people who haven't really experienced them, especially if you're somebody who loves live band.
Yeah.
There's no live band section here without 2 or 3 of that Lumba songs.
Are you kidding me? 2 or 3?
No, I'm just I'm just limiting it or just on the baseline.
Right.
Because this is a legend. And I mean the fact that he didn't have to do too much, but he was really recognized.
And you know one thing I liked about him, and I think a lot of people we call legend can emulate. Well, from one same one will be disrespecting, and that was one thing I loved about him. Or crying, so certain conversations he didn't try to advise, put himself in because he knew say yay now my phone you knew swadi. Like the man really preserved his peace, his circle. Honestly, for a moment, I didn't think people would have access to his house.
No.
I didn't even think people would know his house.
No.
Like I was quite surprised that people actually knew the way to his house.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the well covered, well protected people in the industry. Well reserved. And I like the way information about him is always protected. The team around him, they did very well.
Yeah.
So me when they think about and then what you said it was the different. I was like, I don't know why people are making a fuss. And this is Daddy Lumba. Even how they want the information to go out, it's calculated. What you say. So I'm like, anybody that says that, and listen, see the people that have gone there. Now I said who say and dance God and Crawford. So this is a person that his fan base it transcends generations.
Hey.
So from the older generation to the mid to the just started from the early bloomers now millennials now basic Gen Z.
I saw a video of Jeduble Ambule. I think he's touring in America, and he did a 1 minute. A 1 minute tribute to that. He observed a 1 minute silence for him. I missed his performance. Before that, he mentioned that it's all about the choirs and about one of our musicians, our old musicians, have passed on, and just before he will finish his sentence, someone shouted from the crowd. Ambule had not even mentioned the name. All we heard was Daddy Lumba. and you could tell that news is spreading like wildfire. Like I won't be too surprised even if King Charles releases a statement.
I will not be surprised.
I won't be surprised at all. Even with his curated playlist. I think it was only Daddy Lumba that appeared from Ghana, right?
Yes. It was only Daddy Lumba.
Charlie.
Yes. And even come to think of it, for an artist who could sing gospel, do Bugger High Life, do High Life, and all that, I don't see the reason why somebody would say he wasn't celebrated that much. Because, Charlie, every area.
Charlie Ghana, our mega star. There was always something around him.
Yeah.
Me, despite all these years I had known him, and even working with him for almost 2 years, Carl, each time we got together, there is something about him. Like when you get close, there is some idea about him.
Star power, no.
Hey.
Andy, I want to ask something since we've been working with him. Sometimes I listen to the songs and I'm not able to make it. Like, I saw Tonyum now. And I know it's not just me. Sometimes OTT, but you listen to the song, I don't know if it's because you need to understand it, but it's a vibe. We'll jump to it, we'll try to sing. Yes.
And also a vibe. And also a vibe. But I mean, I really respected how you did. I never had the opportunity to work with him in a studio.
Yeah,
I never. I think this would have been a great opportunity. Okay, I've never mentioned it, but let me say it here. Daddy Lumba had mentioned that he wouldn't work with any artist again. Because each time he worked with any young artist, they would turn around and make him look bad. There were certain things that really hurt him.
Wow.
Right? He mentioned that he wouldn't work with. One song that he really liked was Kim Paluta's For the Popping. He loved that song. Right?
But it's almost like in his real house. Ryan got spending money and I'm going to
Yes. Yeah. So conversations had been going on to feature for the boy. So that was how he mentioned that. And everything he does for them, he's helped a lot of people, but they turn around and backstab him. They turn around and badmouth him. All the things they say about him, like, and you see, he hardly granted interviews, and so there were naturally he is that Momoanka type, right? Yeah. He wasn't a talkative.
When I said I drop it, and my microphone off or cancel.
But the only person he wanted to work with, that one person, that young artist he wanted to work with, was Kwame Eugene.
Oh, nice.
Constantly he had mentioned. So if you recall, on his last birthday celebration at Bayview, if you heard him say, Andy, from earlier he mentioned when he was giving his vote of thanks, his final thank yous, he mentioned that Andy, album. That was Kwame Eugene. Right, he had mentioned constantly and this thing never happened.
There's an Andy now, now you are here. Why did it not happen? Because I said Fabian,
okay,
that the account.
I beg, I am not to blame. No. Let me say this: I am not to blame, because if you call Kwame Eugene today, he will say Andy's not to blame. Daddy Lumba had called me. He didn't come and he said, Andy na ubano, mebano. So I said, okay, Daddy, my main friend. And for Daddy Lumba, listen, his humility to hold on a call. You know, be say, Daddy, Fatu Tsunami friend and I mean throw back. Daddy, any my main friend, and say, okay, any my train. And the man held on, waited that Kwame Eugene will pick up the call. That day we called him twice. Yeah, once when you say, my friend back, oh, Daddy, but okay, my friend, my Miss Tribe, he said, okay, this meant that it would have been a big deal for him, right? And Eugene did not pick up. So Eugene called me back that he was asleep. Oh, Andy, okay, and my main friend. So we called Lumba again, and he did not pick up. So it had been that back and forth. But I think our biggest mistake was not going to his house. We should have gone to him, that Daddy, Yaba. Yeah. But Eugene, each time we mentioned it, he says to me, "What the perfect song?" I said, "Bema, who need a perfect song for him?" Because all you know that he gets he gets album for there already. Just come learn the songs and let's flow. So it's sad. Anyway, let's go with the trends.
Well, I think we have done the Lumba bits. So we've spoken about the fact that a lot of people, which I saw you were there to go and greet the family and show your love and support for Daddy Lumba. So I think that is very, 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 we've spoken about it at length. Now, another thing that is happening is Honorable Sam George is saying that everything okay. Is saying that DStv faces license suspension from the 7th of August if they fail to reduce prices here in Ghana. And you know, Honorable Sam George,
I think I agree with you.
Yes, he has posted some facts and data comparing Ghana's prices for DStv to Nigeria, to other African countries, and Ghana, oh boy, they are raking money from our side. So I'm here and I'm thinking, do you use DStv?
Yeah.
And how do you see this whole thing that's happening around DStv?
I think it's best for everybody. I have friends, I don't know if I'm going to get into trouble saying this, who are using the Nigerian paid system or whatever here in Ghana. And it's because they have to pay less than using the amounts they have to pay when it comes to subscribing to the Ghanaian package. It's like 2 times the amount.
Yeah, it's actually very more. It's a lot. In fact,
yes, because
I have the numbers here.
The information I have is that you see this whole Big Brother thing here, they have a lot of eyeballs.
Yes.
Right? And I remember asking someone that worked there, one of the top guys, that, why are we not having BB Ghana? And he mentioned that their subscription in Ghana is not as higher as in SA and Nigeria, right? So yeah, I mean, according to him, in Nigeria, almost every house. He didn't say everyone, but almost everyone has it. But in Ghana, how many people have DStv?
And so let me add the data he brought. I'm just doing the first line. So in Ghana, population is 34.5 million, and then their premium package is $82.40, and in Nigeria they have 233 million population. They are paying $29. Can you imagine? Liberia, their population is 5.6 million. They are paying $61. Angola they are 37.9 million. They are paying $33. Just to say, yeah, in Ghana, we are paying double. Why?
How much are we paying?
We are paying $82.40 for premium.
Now I don't have. I used to have it, but okay, for some reasons, right? I went off. $82.
Yes. And Nigeria, they have quadruple of our population. They are paying $29.
Okay, but we must also be mindful of the charges because it varies. I think they have something bouquet.
No, this is premium.
No, this is premium. Buffet. So I'm giving the premium.
Is it buffet or bouquet? No, I don't know. I'm only asking.
This is what I can't help you. I'm sorry. Say please. Those who don't know buffet package.
Robert, welcome. Bouquet
package.
You know, there was a presenter on Joy FM. He now works on one of the local stations. How do you call what is a bouquet of flowers?
Yeah, bouquet.
Bouquet of
Bouquet
flowers.
of flowers.
And this guy was on there reading and helping him. He said, they will give you bucket of flowers.
Asababa.
bucket of flowers.
And so obey.
I don't know, I said a bucket.
That bucket there.
So what is a bouquet?
It's a bouquet of flowers.
So premium is 82.
Yes. And then the compact is $54.30 in Ghana. Nigeria is 19.60. So
What's Ghana for Moscow?
so and a Ghana for Nisika for this no ya bread. And so the minister is interceding for the masses. And DStv to per the last outburst of Ghanaians, their response was that their cost of operation was too much, which is why I'm account into to say the minister says
What at all do they offer?
yeah, so now the minister is saying that we don't care about your reduce or be suspended.
As I mentioned, I agree with him.
Yeah.
Unless Rob, you don't agree?
It's not about agreeing per se. I mean, it would be difficult for me to just say, okay, from a patriotic angle, obviously, you would want a reduction. So even if the effect $1 is a reduction, right? But I think what people need to understand, first of all, is about the economies of scale benefits that you get from one country different from the other country. If you are able to sell to 200 or 300 million people as compared to just a few people, there are some 34.5. And then Nigeria was a figure that was shared on the Nigeria
233.
good 233 million people. Clearly you'd realize that one for as long as you are producing more, the economies of scale basically is going to make you have a reduced price for A as compared to B.
But there are other countries that have lesser population than ours, and they are also getting very.
For example, Liberia.
So Liberia and even Eswatini has 1.3 million.
And then they are paying how much?
How much is Eswatini?
They are paying 52.
52.
I think they look at they look at the presidents and how much.
So that is one side, and usually there are multiple factors.
Right.
What is the cost of living in the office or within the space in Accra as compared to the Swatini place in terms of operations? Let's check about what's rent like. What is it like when you are paying the people who are working for you? Like, check all the factors of production that basically informs or makes sense when it comes to your ability to break even or be able to make some profit. So those are some of the things that will probably go into the decision making to be able to understand whether it makes sense or not. But I believe that at the end of the day, what this would do is to call for some form of review, which will result in some form of reduction. So I understand that, but I think that we also ought to be able to review the data from the perspective of insights about how businesses are run and the inputs and the cost of the elements that goes into it.
Well, moving on, the president, the man that when he speaks, everything moves and shakes, is saying that as a man, don't argue with your wife. You've already lost. This is the president of the land, President Mahama, telling men. President now or Kasa commands the forces of Ghana, says and you argue, don't argue with your wife. Na kwame ata woti boko.
Are we speaking political or we are speaking marriage?
We are talking marriage. He said,
is it president of marriage or president from political?
President of Ghana.
No, Aggie, I'm just trying to establish something.
Allow her to please repeat the president's statement.
President says.
Sorry, this is advice.
Yes. Don't argue with your wife. You've already lost.
Okay. Let me answer or let me comment on this. He's the president. Let's put his office aside. Let's put his office aside. He's talking as a man. He's talking in the capacity as of a man.
A husband.
A husband.
Yes.
If he were there inside, is he married?
Yes.
Yeah. Does he have a first lady?
Yes.
Do we have a first lady?
Yes.
If we do, and the first gentleman is losing arguments, and he's giving you reasons. He's telling his truth. Whom am I?
Who am I?
So if the president is advising, advice well taken.
Yes.
He says we should never argue.
No.
All you know, Lordina, listen to me. All you know, listen to me. Listen. I said, we are there with Nana Kwame one day. We are having I think the newspaper segment. Going back and forth, someone sent a message, said, Brandy, as we speak now, early this morning, this was around 6 a.m. This morning, all I hear from the next door is, listen to me, listen to me. You will never win. So forget. I don't know. What's the
He said when they clock their 30th anniversary, no more call, almost awful.
Why?
Oh.
Somebody you chop 30
Yes,
years for
yes.
marriage. If you the advice say
Yes.
you go lose argument.
Yes.
Whom are you to?
he said the pastor was like, oh, you've done well for maintaining the marriage for 30 years. And then the wife was like, oh, it's because of me. I am the reason the marriage has stood all these years. And the president was like, no, sure, it's because of me. So it became a short argument there. And then when they were leaving, the pastor called, hey, not then now who so how who say it you
will never
win. So he gave him that warning. So he said the 31st they came back to that same office. The conversation came again, and then the woman said once again, I am the reason this marriage has survived for 31. I feel said, wow. So he's telling them that don't bother, because when it comes to arguing with your wife, you have lost.
Oh, longest.
The moment she said I do to you, you lost the battles. So don't even go and argue. So if the president, the men here and the men listening, the president that moves and shakes Ghana says that he is fighting a losing battle at home. So don't do it.
At this point, are you reporting the news or you are sharing your own
experience? No, she's not reporting the news. She's reporting the experience.
I am giving you a full package. Today, Debbie is not here.
Define package.
Well, bouquet.
So you see, I'm giving you a bouquet. Debbie is not here. Debbie does the reporting and then we react. But since I'm sitting in for Debbie, I'm reporting and reacting. You see that thing?
So you're giving us a full package. You're giving us a full package.
A full package of experience. So yes.
Did you hear Chris Rock's? I don't know whether you listened to Chris Rock's stand up in South Africa. The guy had been on the stage for over an hour. Oh, cracking jokes left, right, center. Just as he was ending, he said, "You know, I have a lot of respect for Nelson Mandela." Madiba, and people, hey, you know, they love their Mandela. Oh, yeah. Mandela, strong man. The man had endured how many years in jail?
27.
Okay. He said nothing could move him. Stayed in jail, hard guy. Came out, hard guy. Immediately he got home. As a free man, he got out. Hey, when he got home, his wife was the only person who could get him back in jail. I mean, once you get in there, if women say you stay,
You stay.
Today, no State of the Nation address. What can president do? Stop shaking your head.
I finished reporting. You are reacting. Moving on. Menchia South MP pushes for equal pay for black queens, saying that they must earn the same amount as black stars. Speaking on the floor of Parliament, Honorable Nana Ejei-Bafo advocated for equitable remuneration for the team. Mr. Speaker, we must ensure that our illustrious black queens receive equal pay comparable to what the black stars earn. It is time we uphold the Affirmative Action Act, which was passed by this very House. The way you've sighed, continue with the information you have in you.
So when it comes to sports with me, I don't think on any grounds should we compare male sports to female sports.
Why?
Let's look at the first and foremost. Let's look at patronage. If Black Stars are playing, or let's say if a team, Kotoko, Manchester is playing, the number of people who are able to make it to the stadium is more than if a female team is playing. And even if you look at the ratio, work effort, the input and all that, when it comes to sports, males or guys do extra than the females, even in a competition.
Wait, how? Relax on that and explain.
Which one?
The males do more than what?
Yes, because more is we demand more from the male sports athletes than females. Do you get it? If a team like United is playing and the women team is also playing, the intensity of the game from the male Manchester United, the male side, is higher than that of the female side.
I don't agree. So intensity, what?
Same here.
According to your standard, because you cannot use the male standard of intensity for women. So when you say intensity, so comparing the two, it's
so
not,
the same way you are saying,
compare.
the same way you are saying, you cannot use a male standard of intensity to compare that of a woman. That even breaks the whole thing.
No, because
And
I can put a man in a woman's game or women's game and he might not even be able to play. You get it? So if you're talking about the marketing part where, let's say, there's a lot of patronage and eyeballs for the men, I agree. Because even in outside, whenever the women in the NBA, the WNBAs, they are talking about the fact that they are not receiving the equal amount. They also speak on the fact that there isn't enough conversation and publicity, which is why injuries and Caitlin Clark's involvement in the NBA now has become a big deal, because now a lot of people are coming. So they have something to stand on to negotiate for better prices. But when you say the intensity...
Yes, so I'm saying intensity. So when the game is on and you check player ratings, you would know that even the grounds of which some of the male players cover, and if you calculate the strength they use, how they are able to move in and move out, you will know that of the male is more than that of the female. You get, and then let's talk about match.
I think it's a reflection of who we are as men. Obviously stronger than the women when it comes to physical stuff.
Yes.
But I think if we are discussing pay, it's more about the economic value of each of the platforms. One platform has got more economic value than the other, and so for as long as one has more economic value, then it's automatically trickles down to participants of that particular platform. So if the male one has more viewership, more sponsorship, more value in terms of the funding and etc., people associating with it, then it translates to anybody playing will have some amount of but higher economic value when it comes to they themselves, their pockets. So I think it's probably from those specific angles.
Okay. What do you think, Mr. Andy?
As I said, I disagree.
Disagree
with
two.
That the women should be paid.
No, with what he said, that men perform better.
Oh, okay.
I disagree with that. It doesn't matter. Serena Williams.
No, it's not men performing or women not performing.
Zeal mentioned it.
Okay, so
because the thing is that the end goal is for them to score. So if the men, Black Stars, they are performing better, they are rigorous, whatever, intense, and at the end of the day, they are not scoring, and the women are not being intense or whatever, and then they are scoring and bringing the trophies home. If we take the marketing and the economic side out of it, I think these people would deserve the equal, because it's about bringing the trophy home.
It's not just about bringing the trophy home.
Really?
It's also about entertaining the audience.
So unless,
but once you are bringing the trophy, we
are entertained.
No, there are matches that are exciting and there are others that are not exciting.
Yes.
So I mean, he has a point, because what he's saying translates to the excitement of the game itself, and how the excitement of the game has the ability to be able to attract more eyeballs, and the followership. So you have icons within the space who, on their own, even without the sports, are earning so much from sponsorship. That kind of stuff, that's huge, and they are being used in the world of advertisement for multinational projects, and that is not happening on the side of the women. And it's not like somebody is saying if you are using the men for advertising, you also use the women. No, I mean it's about who has greater value, so to say, when it comes to the economics thereof.
Okay, I understand. So wrapping up, today there are 3 important events happening today. 1, 2nd August is finally here, meaning our brother Adam, if you can't hear his voice, is being tied down by a lady. and forever and ever he shall be tied down. And he's allowing himself to be tied down. So today is the wedding and it's going down. The second event that is happening.
So
oh yes.
Downish.
Yes, we are down there. And the second event that I think Ghana and probably the world is anticipating is the Daddy Lumba vigil at the Independence Square. Please, how many of you will be there?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Will you be
Me
there?
too.
With there.
Me 3.
All of us will be there.
And finally, Captain.
Will you be there? Will you be there?
I should be there. Captain.
What's this? Sorry, I beg you. I see people compare. What's the comparison with Michael Jackson? What's that? What trying to do is that the Lumba and Michael Jackson. Ria, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Good. But what kind of lifestyle is that? And who even started that conversation?
I think it's called youthful exuberance.
Yeah.
How do you compare that the Lumba? How?
I think it's more about the greatness. It's about how we value him as a country. I don't read so much meaning into it. I just feel like people are just trying to say, just as the whole world values Daddy Lumba, Ghana also values. The whole world values Michael Jackson. That we also value Daddy Lumba in the same light. So,
Right, isn't it funny, like how you said it?
The whole world.
Values Michael Jackson.
Which includes Ghana, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? So I think the comparison ultimately is a non-starter, but if you want to still compare, it's good. Why? So you can take your key learnings from the variance that exists, and you can't stop anybody from comparing things, because I think naturally people are just wired to compare things on their own. So I mean, that's fine. But
don't we also think that it gives room for
disrespect?
Yes.
No, that's what I'm saying. So no, the comparison is not the disrespect. It is an interpretation of your data, or the interpretation of the variance that becomes disrespectful based on how you say it and what you say. I mean, if something is white and something is black, and something is 74 and something is 56, that's the data, that's the information. 76, 55. Then you will now say it means. So it's an interpretation that becomes the issue.
Okay.
So
I understand. You don't seem to like it, do you?
At all.
why?
Daddy Lumba was a singer, songwriter, producer. He was a musician, right? Michael Jackson was all of that, plus other things.
Actor and dancer.
He was more of a performing artist,
Yeah.
right?
It was more of an entertainer.
Again, he's living in a world where he lived in a world where his art transcended, or it moved continents. Right, this is a global sense. I mean, I don't see where this. I mean, Daddy Lumba is great. He's super and amazing. Arguably the greatest we've seen on this land, right? But that comparison is, just as you mentioned, it's a non-starter. Why Michael Jackson? Why?
You dey beg.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like comparing Michael Jackson and Bob Marley. How do you even compare them? I see people going back.
Actually, the comparison was Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, Lumba.
How?
Yeah, there was a whole artwork on Twitter.
Etinikwa say Lumba is the greatest. To as well.
Captain Traore movie premiere at Kumasi SG Mall by Kojon Cancer Lawen is also happening, and there's been a lot of conversation around it, where he said he feels sabotaged by the fact that the creative art agency sets the vigil for today. He feels there's some undertones of sabotaging under it, but I don't think it is.
The boy is simply a strategist. That's all. It's just a strategy to get more talkability on this project. That's all.
You should be careful.
How?
With what?
No, because sometimes you think you're being a strategist, but it's ends up in your own, I don't want to say demise, but your own downfall. Let me put it like that. Because last year, we all remember was it last year or 2 years ago, about the accident and all that. And he came under fire and all that. So I expected him to be more laid back when it comes to, I mean, not laid back as in when it comes to promotion, but him putting himself in that situation again. I don't think, or the situation where people are talking about you in a negative manner. I didn't expect him to do that, but maybe that's just me.
Zeal?
For me, I when I saw the video, I watched it about 3 to 4 times, and one thing I pick out from it is he wasn't disrespecting Daddy Lumba in any way, form or shape. It was his conversation was targeted at the creative arts individuals who put together the whole vigil and all that. But then again, it's becoming way too much. Anytime he has to do a project, he has to some way find beef with somebody or an institution. A typical an example, even what happened to A Country Called Ghana and all that bars and all that, and even with this one, when he started coming out to say that people have given him money to stop the movie and all that, I think sometimes he needs a team that understand the industry, that can sell whatever you are selling without being controversial or without having a certain group of people talk ill about the product and you yourself. So for me, my advice to him is he should get a proper team who understands this whole industry thing, and then they can build from that and move on.
I don't agree with him.
Why?
The proper team Nana he has no.
Then they are not working.
They are working. The fact that we are even talking about him after we are talking about Lumba's veto means the team is working.
True.
See, and
No, I don't agree with you. I allow me to talk. Allow me to talk.
Okay.
Lewin,
I'm not arguing. I'm listening to our president. I'm listening to our president.
Like she just took in oxygen. She's about to start.
I was about to devour the man. I still am.
No, keep going. I'm waiting.
So listen, our industry, unless we want to pretend, it thrives on controversy. That is one thing I have learned to accept. We thrive on controversy. In fact, talkability, and one of the things that starts conversation is controversy. Because there have been a lot of movies that have been premiered, done the prim and proper way that you're talking about, and they don't get that mileage.
There's been others too that have gotten the mileage. I can give you examples.
But you see, he has studied his terrain. I'm going to do a movie in Kumasi. Unfortunately, act of God, something has happened in the industry. It has changed the terrain. People that might necessarily fly to my place, they want to do Daddy Lumba feature. So how do I ensure that I am in the conversation too? See, the people that have moved to the Lumba's house means that this is a national asset of the Yakuma soul. So your movie, if it was the number 1 thing on number, now it's on the number 2 or number 3. How do you ensure that you get people in Kumasi pulling up for you? In fact, I'm so excited that he's doing it in Kumasi and not competing with the people that will go for the vigil. So he has to get his name out there one way or the other. The only thing I don't agree with him doing anything that endangers other people's lives, Asan. But if he is doing things that will get him in the conversation, make him do what, please, he should go ahead and do it.
So you're cool with how he's going about the whole thing?
I am cool as long as somebody's life is not endangered.
Okay.
But the thing he said, now coming back home to what he said, that he feels he's being sabotaged, I think Lewin has an issue, delusion of grandeur, where he feels like the whole world is against him, like he's the most important person in the room and everybody.
Let me hold.
No, just because of the statement. Just because the statement. Let me finish, I beg.
I want to say something in regards to the statement.
I just said something that could get me executed on social media today. Let me finish. Daddy Lumba's death is a blow to all of us.
Yeah.
Owoba and Kra. So to think that the vigil that they are doing is something that somebody is doing to sabotage you, you are doing that in bad faith. That is where I don't agree with him.
Okay.
You get it? Nobody will intentionally sorry to someone that kill Daddy Lumba just so they can do a vigil to sabotage you. So if people are showing love to Daddy Lumba, don't see it as a way that they are using to sabotage you. even when you're signing contract for a performance or something, act of God, things that you don't foresee, extenuating circumstances, they happen. Yeah. And this is one of them. So as a person, that you too, you see that what is shower then how do you get the conversation moving? The other things he's doing, I agree. His name is in the conversation, but to now start a conversation that makes it look like everything was engineered against you, makes it feel like you think so that the whole world is out to get you, and it shouldn't be, because Lil Wayne is one of the most loved people in Ghana.
Basically my point.
No, it's not.
Yes. Basically my point. All of what you said.
What you're saying is that she's not your wife, so you can argue with her.
No. I think I need to listen to our president.
No, she's not a wife.
So wife, you're not lost. You're the wife.
I'm still part of the conversation. So basically my point. Don't start conversations that would warrant people to come and say anything anyhow towards your brand. See, like joke, Lil Wayne has done so much for the industry. So that's why I said that he shouldn't open up this conversation. Leave it there. Go and do your vigil. Go and do your premiere. As a matter of fact, even if this had not happened, I'm not sure all Ghanaians would have trooped into Kumasi to come watch your premiere. Not even the whole of Kumasi or the Ashanti region would have come to watch your premiere. You have your target. Continue having conversations. Do your promo. Go down, if it's the traditional media, if it's social media, talk about the movie, reasons why people are to be there. I saw the trailer and I was like, the look and feel of this particular trailer or whatever I'm watching shows that it might be one of the good movies we'll be able to experience or watch for a very long time. So stick to that and move on, rather than creating all of this buzz and all that around you.
Well, okay.
I mean,
I saw a video of him standing on top of his vehicle, sharing cash, and someone got on the vehicle and snatched the money. Ooh. And just as the guy was getting down, this is a mammoth crowd, though, unliking him. Just as he was getting down, they grabbed him. How much in his socks born? I want to see how he looks like now.
I just want to say, I think he needs to be a bit careful. Mm-hmm. Because he was, where he was on the car. Usually, when people stand out of cars, it's not this kind of car, and they don't stand on it without some form of braces. The person needs to be. You need to be held fast,
right?
Just
in case.
And goes so usually you see a car with a space in there, and it allows for you to be able to stand, and a part of your body is hidden so that you have some firm grip. So my thing is. He's like it or not, he's a loved person, and we love him, and so we care enough to want him to be safe. And as much as he wants to show love and show care and promote his stuff, we also want him to try as much as possible to apply all the safety measures available, just so that he can do it safely. So that's what I would say.
Listeners, I'm reading your comments soon after this.
We introduced season.
Nice. Happy weekend.
The same to you.
I'm reading something on your wall that you wrote, indicating that people who file past Daddy Lumba's body when he's laid to rest or laid in state should be made to pay. They should pay. And that it will generate funds in support of the funeral or other causes related to the legend's legacy. Did you write that?
Yeah, that is right, yes.
Has it ever occurred that people pay to go watch a dead body?
Not really, but you see, we are seeing Daddy Lumba's death as something, even though we are mourning, but it has become a shock and a surprise to everybody, making us to believe that nobody has even died before. That is how many people are seeing the death of Daddy Lumba. So the death of Daddy Lumba has become one way or the other extraordinary to everybody. So things that have not been done before can be done now. You see, a lot of people will be trooping in to see the body of Daddy Lumba, and it will be very difficult for anybody to say that this one you go, you are from here, you can't go. Other person say so. In order to prevent that unsuspected large crowd, I think when there is a charge or a fee, then automatically it will prevent other people not seeing the body. And if you are able to pay one way or the other, it also go a long way to support the costs or the things that expenses of the funeral, and then you can also it can also support the family one way or the other. And you see, everything about Daddy Lumba is good. For that one, you can even believe or not. Everything about Daddy Lumba is good. Even at the time he was alive, look at how people were celebrating Daddy Lumba. Everything about him, particularly his song, when he moved at that time to a certain place, you could see people wanting to see Daddy Lumba, shake Daddy Lumba, dance to that with Daddy Lumba. And now he's no more. So if we don't take care about how people can be prevented to see Daddy Lumba's body, it will be too much for us. It could be a stampede. So in order to avoid all this, let's have a charge, a fee, 50 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis. That is how some people can pay and to see, and other people cannot pay.
Okay,
it means that you are being automatically prevented.
Okay, now if they're charging, let's say, 1,000 Ghana cedis, and people can afford, do you think that will prevent stampede? That is one. Number two, here is a case the president, or we've heard that there will be a state-assisted funeral. So which other cost may come up if, or which other cost will this prevent? I'm trying to wrap my. I'm trying. Look.
Okay, but in any case, it doesn't mean that the state is going to fund it. Then there wouldn't be any donation at the funeral grounds. There will be donations. People will be donating. So should we say that because it will be state funded, so nobody should donate to the funeral or to the family?
Oh, but the donation is totally different from paying to come watch his dead body.
Yes, bro. It is. We are doing something that has not been done before for Daddy Lumba. One of the things that we should also be looking at, I'm not branching from this one, looking at Daddy Lumba now should be mechanized. Look at how people have started using the images of Daddy Lumba, profiting themselves now. So, in order to avoid all those things, we should have a charge to all those things so that we can prevent the large crowd of people coming in. Because how can you tell me that somebody is coming from Kwao and then somebody coming from any other places saying that, okay, the place is full, you can't go? How are you going to? Because everybody wants to see the body of Daddy Lumba. Everybody wants to come to the place. How are you going to prevent that? We haven't experienced somebody who has image. We haven't seen the death of that person before. The image of Daddy Lumba is huge. For instance, for somebody who made that comparison that even the president died, we didn't even put a fee. But you could see that the president death, even though was a shock to many people, it is not like how we are seeing that in numbers. If somebody can even argue on that, Daddy Lumba, if we are to do funeral across all the country in Ghana for Daddy Lumba, it will be massive. So, in fact, when the former Minister for Tourism, he proposed that the funeral tourism, that thing should start from now. we can start using Daddy Lumba's death for that funeral tourism. And everything about Daddy Lumba indicated is good. So how are we going to prospect that goal that we are talking about? It is not. We're going to manage the crowd. Have you thought about that? What are the measures? And for me, I think one of the measures is to put a fee. If you want to come in, then you pay. Then we have, if you can have a screen outside for those who are not able to pay, they can also watch. So I think if we are not careful, there will be a stampede. So these are some of the things that we can use to curb all those things that may occur. And we should start now so that you don't just go and see Daddy Lumba. For instance, the dress of Daddy Lumba, the last dress that he wore, can be also sold. Not even for if not cannot be sold, we can use it for tourism. The last dress that he wore to the hospital, we can use that. A tourist attract something, and that is how we should start now. We should start this now.
Like a museum.
Mm-hmm.
Like a museum.
Yes, we have been proposing for museum for Daddy Lumba, and then we should also look at the last dress that he wore to the hospital. If Daddy Lumba were to be, in quote, a pastor, some people are worshipping some pastors, and that when they even touch the dress of the pastor, they have the belief that they can be healed from any other sin worrying them. And we should also have that belief that the last dress of Daddy Lumba, the dress that he wore to the hospital before the death, we can put that at the museum that we are proposing, and that can also be a tourist attract material or something to many other people. We shouldn't let it go like that.
Right.
We shouldn't let it go like that. We should also merchandise everything about Daddy Lumba. We should start now. Because people are using the images of Daddy Lumba, making money now. Everybody, today the video, you could see a number of T-shirts that will be printed. And we ask ourselves, who printed those T-shirts? Is it from the family? Is it from the funeral committee? From who? They will start be printing T-shirts with the images of Daddy Lumba, pushing money. So we should start mechanizing all those things so that it becomes copyrighted thing, so that nobody can just mechanize or use the pictures of Daddy Lumba and then make money anyhow.
Right.
Go to other places; they are all making money. So for me, I think these are some of the measures that we can put in place to curb the large crowd which will be coming, so that you can also get money.
All right, Mike too. I'm so thankful that you gave us your audience.
Thank you so much.
Right. Listeners, that was media personality Mike 2 of Adum FM. Let me start. In a way, I agree with him. In a way, I don't. But let me hear what you have to say regarding the filing past of the corpse.
I think for me, doing that is it's commodification of
commodification. You commodify the death of the person.
Yeah. So you
of the
commodification. Yeah. So that's if you're doing that, then it takes away from genuine respect, grieving, sorrowful. I'm coming to mourn, the loss of somebody I respect and all of that, because that's genuine. But once you step out of that particular space into pay money, then you automatically
commercialize it.
Yes, and then you translate that particular body now into a tourist attraction. He becomes an exhibit.
Yeah,
He's no longer a person that we are going to mourn. It's now I'm going to pay money to watch somebody, that kind of stuff, so then it loses, everything that goes along with it on an emotional level now it's completely drained, and then what you actually have is a product that are out there, then you're going to pay the impact. Also Daddy Lumba, then you go, that kind of stuff. There is no you really grieving or you really mourning, that aspect. So, but all the other things he said, those were good points in terms of getting some of his clothes and stuff like that, and those are things that you do in the management of somebody's estate, getting his image rights sorted, his music rights sorted, just so that at the end of the day it lays the foundation for the management of his legacy. That one on point. But in terms of the grieving, so, and there are things you can do if the focus is to raise funds. There are concerts you can do where people are supposed to donate hereafter. There are things all of those things are there that can be done thereafter. But in terms of mourning the person, if the issue is about managing and controlling or regulating the number of people who are able to attend, if all you are fixing is 2 hours, then it's 2 hours. There's a 2-hour file pass. If you are not available during that particular time, that's it. It's gone. I mean, there's nothing like somebody's coming. And then when you want the whole world to see it, you beam whatever is happening. So I'm in my home, I can't make it to Accra, I cannot come and watch. What do? I watch off the television or the social media platform. I mean, we are here, we watch what happens at what you call the Super Bowl, whoever is performing. I mean, and that's the essence of the television, because we all cannot be at the same place at the same time. And so to manage these things, or platforms like these are used just so that others can participate. In the program.
When Ebony was laid in state, I think the TGMA, I think a day before that, we had gone to Cape Coast. I think the nominees jam, right? I think it was the nominees jam. And so I started watching the funeral, the whole thing from my hotel room in Cape Coast, right? Until I got to Accra. So it just as you mentioned, we can broadcast it. Yeah, to prevent the stampede, or however Mike too describes it.
I watched Michael Jackson's funeral. In fact, I watched I was glued to my I think it was on social media. I think I was watching it, and I was watching
it live.
It was live and all of that. So you would watch every step by step, all the emotions I'm supposed to feel.
Even when Houston
the song they played, everything basically. So I think that for me, the commodification is what I want to go. I don't want to support anything else in terms of managing its legacy. That one I agree.
Zeal.
Yeah, so I side with my big brother. And what I would say here is we are living in a day and age where technology is advanced, as we all saying. Using social media would also help generate money rather than going there to pay X amount of money to go watch and all that. Because when they are streaming on Facebook, maybe YouTube, the whole funeral ceremony and all that, you watch, numbers go high, you are being paid. And I think the conversation we are supposed to be having now is to be urging people go stream his songs, urging people to watch videos and all that, so that it generates money. If it's money we are concerned about, but to pay to watch, I don't think it's something that we know as Ghanaians. And we shouldn't start something we can't continue. Because let's say we do it for Daddy Lumba. Then again, who else is next? Who else do we do for again? Or is it just going to be for selected people? And I feel the family, and if there's going to be a state barrier, we have people who organize events. We have people who can make sure that on the grounds, it's well organized and all that. So the whole paying to watch, no. But any other thing, if his estate has been through the due process, and we say, okay, before you use Daddy Lumba's image, you have to pay this, or you are being charged for using any video and all that, fine. But for now, I think streaming on social media would be the best option. So it also blocks people from traveling from X location to be at the premises. You can stay in your home, watch. We've all done that for witness or these big events at home. If there's any donation, there should be a portal. If you want to donate, you go there, you donate, and simple.
All right, Tilly.
I think I agree with Mike too in a way, or for some of his submission. That is the part where he's saying that his image, his outfit, and all of that. I think that the Lumba Museum is in order. where people can actually go and experience the life, the story, the journey, because I think he was one of the most protected people that a lot of him wasn't shown unless he wants to show you.
Yeah.
So if in his absence there's somebody who knows the story, knows the journey, and has the tangibles to add to it, I think they should do that. And a lot of people would actually love to visit. But the part where you're saying that we have to pay to file and all of that I don't agree, because it even undermines in some body level na ebe kosono. This is that the Lumba say. In somebody, or being somebody, even if you are paying 50 Ghana, or being somebody, initially you cannot bet you 50,000 in somebody. What's the 50 cedi spell? Now, I got 15 years old, and I said, my from my day, men trouble to sway in penny. Or penny be 100 bullion, no, to ya, or the Amebusan, and they are penny, yea, don't limit it.
It says billions of trillions.
Billions of trillions. And about Koso. Was a year we are say. So let us not put a cap on it. Let us not limit anybody, because this man, in as much as Ofrebusiemu, they are Ghana for the people love him. So if they are, I'm sure the family will consider all of this when they are planning the funeral. They will decide who is important to us first, and then it will be in that order. So if we want the family first, the dignitary second, the fandoms, they can do all of that. There are people that plan bigger events than that. They can do that, and it can have a seeming and very smooth way things will go. If they want to charge to watch, I think they can do Patreon, pay-per-view. You pay, and then that is if you are not at the premises. You can pay and watch. Because then people that went there, they went with their food and whatever, so that is your contribution to it. Or there can be a portal there where you get free view, but you can just donate something to Daddy as one somebody. But the inside body thing will be where Ghanaians will show their love to Daddy Lumba and their family. So don't put a cap on it. And besides, this funeral, it can be a 2-day funeral. It doesn't even have to be a 1-day thing, because this is Daddy Lumba. A year will cry, we'll see a year other branches there. This is Daddy Lumba we are talking about. So don't limit us. Allow us. The family should open their tentacles, open various branches for this funeral, because it will happen, it will go down, and they should take the big accounts, because the families, the people that love, the fans, those that are coming down. Oh, 50 Ghana a day. Now, me could see me remember school fees that you could hear Daddy Lumba and somebody else 50 Ghana. No, don't limit us. Don't limit us at all.
We know you're not married to anybody here, right?
So you can argue.
Okay.
You know, born the kid, you are going to.
Yeah, but I want you to add the fact that he wants us to auction or sell some of his stuff, especially what he wore, even at the time of his.
Yes, that was the part I agreed with him on. Daddy Lumba is, everything about him is valuable, it's priceless now. So it depends on whoever is going to manage his estates. They will decide what they want to do. Honestly, I think that instead of auctioning or selling them out, you can actually do a museum. And the museum, there can be a virtual one, so that anybody that is not in Ghana can also be part of it. You pay. That is where you actually get. Now you can put a cap there, and those that want to see Daddy Lumba, Nenkwarabemu picture, Nenkwarabemu Ataibi said his first performance, the sneakers he even wore, the journey of Daddy Lumba's hair in his career. It has been some interesting journey. So who was a stylist all these years, his hairstylist, what he has said. So you can document all of that and
from
get
Jerry Girls to Punk.
Do all of that, and then now you can get people to pay. And if maybe every year on his birthday you want to do a Daddy Lumba celebration where you auction some of the things out, then it becomes something we expect. It's part of our calendar. So every birthday of Daddy Lumba, we'll go to the museum, a big event where we do some auctioning, and then the rich men come with, once again, don't limit the pockets. We come with our pockets. I don't know, remember that china with their battle on my obakesi, but you be no my Jane and Afro Cobe, I'm the coffee. What I say? So there's so much we can do with this. If we limit ourselves to just that day, and what we can get from it will really destroy the legacy in one day. Let's open it up. This is Daddy Lumba we are talking about. Germany for by your modi and Germany for by your modi, Italy for by your modi. This is a bear large, a bear wide, a bear big.
So you see why you don't get plenty money. Because of this job. Because I can see it. See body size.
Yeah.
See body size. See the talking they talk.
Big man to talk.
See the contrast.
I know, right? Yeah, so for me, I think 2 days after he died, I was on air here, and I said, when it comes to national treasure, the word national treasure, to Ghanaians, like, Lumba is the epitome of national treasure. So anyway, I think we're going to find the best way to eulogize him. We're going to find the best way to immortalize him. Now, when it comes to charging money to view the dead body or to view him laying in state, I don't think that is it. Because no, you're not supposed to do that, because there are some people too who would love to see him. Maybe do not have the 50 cedis or the 100 cedis you are trying to charge them. So how about them? Maybe they just love him for who he is and they want to come there and watch him. Now, it also becomes a breeding ground. When you start to charge for stuff like this, it becomes a breeding ground for misbehavior, because someone might just enter the place after paying and say, I want to take a picture with the I want to take a picture with
paid.
Yes. When you ask, it's because I paid money, so anything I want to do, I should be allowed to do. And that is not the type of funeral. That is not the type of funeral that I feel like even Daddy would want. So, let's just scratch that. That shouldn't happen. When it comes to his items being auctioned and all that, I feel like he has an estate. So I think the estate, in conjunction with the government, will find the best possible way to take care of his valued possessions and his items. But when it comes to personal possessions, I don't know. Me personally, I'm a bit iffy about it. I don't know if I would like for them to auction his personal items. For me, things that I would like for people to possess, maybe his first record, his first cassette, his first vinyl, his microphone, something like that. I feel like if that is auctioned, it's also going to have a lot of value. But when it comes to personal, that's my personal opinion on the personal possessions. I think it should be left for the family or put in a museum for him. Yeah. Okay.
Listeners, we're live on It's 103.9 FM. It's Showbiz Review Extra. Mm-hmm. Now, my two are spoken. Let's wait and see.
Mike 3.
If the family would even want to do this. I don't think this thing has ever happened anywhere.
Ever. That when I saw it, I was like, hey, funeral tourism ampa. Because
but funeral tourism, is this how it is? Is this how it looks like?
I don't know if this is only me, but it paints a picture as though, excuse my language, Daddy Lumba is broke.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like the family.
The family is not hungry, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. Please, 054-884-1039. Please send in your comments. Also on Facebook at Hits 1039 FM, at Andy Dosty GH. Same on X. I'm reading your comments on air. Nana Boku Ashes, why are you looking at me like that, madam?
You're so cute.
Oh, look at me. Nana Boku Ashes,
I'm mesmerized. And they continue.
Nana Boku Ashes.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Hits FM 103.9.
I'm still sohorized. or soholized. Which of them is the right word?
You have been sodified.
Hey, yo. No.
There's a slip of tongue. We beg you. There's a slip of tongue.
Now we beg you. That one there, Charlie.
You are not a monk.
No. Manu. See there. Aye.
Nana Poku Ashes.
He's urging. I don't want to. Yeah, that guy. He's urging Charterhouse to organize a national celebration for Daddy Lumba. Manager of High Life musician Kwabna has called on event organizers Charterhouse to lead the organization of a national celebration in honor of the late Daddy Lumba. Speaking on Daybreak Hits with Kwame Dazi, he said such an event should be held before the funeral of the Ethiopia hitmaker. The iconic Lumba needs a national celebration, and I'm urging Charterhouse to lead this campaign. Try and put together an event where we'll all have our stars come and honor the legend. Please, let's listen.
Lumba area before we sign up.
Okay.
We haven't exhausted. I think we need a month to actually
we'll do more.
Celebrate
Sure.
and, let the future know how this industry, has emerged from where it was till now. The iconic Lumba cannot have. I think it actually needs a national celebration.
Okay.
Seriously, Lumba needs a national celebration, and Robert is here. I'm urging Charterhouse to lead this campaign.
Okay.
This is Hits.
Robert, so you were there and allowed Ashish to say this. I'm sure what's going through your mind is
freedom of speech.
I'm sure what's going through your mind is, but what could I have done?
Freedom of speech.
Anyway, continue since you were here.
So clear. Yeah, I was here. What do you want me to say?
I mean, he's urging Charterhouse where you.
I mean, his suggestion is beautiful, and at this point I'm wearing a different hat, so it's well noted.
Is it doable?
I will need to understand the space to be able to speak to it.
What kind of space do you want to understand?
Like I'm saying, right now I'm wearing a different hat.
It is air. What
is air?
Space near air. Inframa. Say casa. And over say casa inframa. No. But on a more serious note, is it doable?
Possible.
Again,
I think it's possible.
Again, would it be of any interest to an organization like Charterhouse?
Oh, certainly. I mean, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's a suggestion that has fallen on loamy soil, more or less. Okay, so it's not out of place. It's not bad in any way, and it's something that is worth considering. But again, because of what the hat I wear, I can't speak the way you would expect me to speak. So it's it's well noted.
Okay, Zeal.
Okay, so I think I side with him. I side with Ashes because Charterhouse is known for giving us or being in the interest of our artists. Look at the new crop of generation of artists, and you see the way Charterhouse has put them on the platforms for us to enjoy their music. We can name like hundreds of artists who have been there and all that. And I feel it shouldn't be something we give pressure or it puts pressure on. We shouldn't give pressure to Charterhouse to do it. I think what they can do is include it in next year's Ghana Music Awards. They already do it by honoring legends and all that. And I feel this is something they can include. Daddy Lumba is a music icon. And since the Ghana Music Awards is celebrating artists and musicians, Charterhouse can actually add it to their programming or scheduling and all that. So it's not. I agree with Ashes, but he shouldn't make it look like there's pressure on Charterhouse to just all of a sudden put it up and put it out there if it's not part of their calendar. But I feel they can review it, look at it, and add it to the celebration of the Ghana Music Awards the next edition.
I'm very sure what Ashes is talking about wouldn't be just a celebration, but something that will be celebrated annually. So it becomes like a Lumbabration.
Yeah.
But then again,
Lumba. Hey, Charlie, I just coined
like celebration.
Yeah, so this is going to be like a Lumbabration. Remember, not long ago he launched Lumba Fest, which his birthday he was turning it into a festival. So Maybe that's what Ashes is talking about.
But Andy, then again, who is going to spearhead it?
Now that he's gone?
Yes.
His estate.
Oh.
The state?
His estate.
Yeah.
His family, you know.
I'm here. I worked with him. I'm sure this whole Lumba Fest thing would have... Still, he would have invited Charlie, come sit down. Okay, so let's not do it the usual. We are going to perform stuff. Probably he won't even perform. Probably he will sit back, call Kwabna, call Famia, call Kwame Eugene, Kim Promise, Fear. You guys pick two songs, come and sing. Let's all celebrate. Mm-hmm. He takes the money, he goes home with it. I mean, it's Lumba. He has called you, come and sing. Won't you come?
So,
and one Lumba Fest.
You will come. Yes, but now he's no more.
He's the only person.
We don't know who is handling his.
The only person who celebrates his birthday leaves before the cut is cake.
What?
Daddy.
You know, there are some of these stories that should be told to the general public because how?
How say? Daddy.
Now our brown uncle.
Daddy. I say, Daddy. No birthday. No, and my brain.
No, but I think at some point he left the daddy face and he became daddy. Like
daddy. Daddy. Yeah. Oh no, listen to Yayako Agwedio. The first line, the album. I always say they were not part of the intro. The intro was a telephone. The sound. And Lumba's residence. Then Lumba Neka say. Which are Lumba's residence? And there are two friends on Medio people concourse.
What a man.
Hi, Daddy Lumba, Charlie. Oh my God. Anyway, Tilly, go ahead.
Hey, what is the topic?
Charterhouse. Ashes.
Charterhouse. I think.
The fact that you've won an argument somewhere, you want to win it here. Here, there, we won't agree. Your husband no
don't have any husband.
Any husband, thank you.
I am so sorry for my insubordination.
Right.
I think it's possible. Everything is possible. And to me, I don't think it should even be left to just Charterhouse. We've seen people who are always speaking on the fact that our high life has not been preserved. The high life. So how about the creative side? What are they also doing? The agencies that are in charge of protecting our culture. It's not just through our movies and whatever. It's also done through music. So there can be an annual event in partnership with Charterhouse because they have where their budget and things go. Mm-hmm. So we say, in fact, we don't even have to leave it to just the state-owned agencies. We can even have big men deciding that they will do this in honor of Daddy because he's loved. So it can be something that will be done every year. So a high life concert every year, but it's the Daddy Lumba high life concert in partnership with Charterhouse, with the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, whatever. And then the sponsors they be bring now Tiha, now free her, now of this Daddy Lumba Germany, Daddy Lumba sponsors. They are the ones sponsoring that event every year. We do that to honor the man, and then it will just be his music because I'm telling you, if we want to play Daddy Lumba 5 hours, we can play back to back song, and the performance it can even be done such that I remember them. Their music, I was where they did the Osibisa performance. It was well choreographed. Everything was beautiful. So it can be done. It's not like it cannot be done. It can be done. But I don't think we should put that mandate on Charterhouse, a private entity who have so far done so much to hold the industry. So the agencies that have the transfer or the generational growth of the high life, they should also, this is why they should show their face. They should also come and say, you know what, in honor of Daddy Lumba. But you see, then the conversation becomes, so what happens to the next icon? Or who passes that threshold? Because all these things, to me, Nana Pedu should have been the beginner of all these things. Then Daddy Lumba. What I say, I know that the Lumba is but Nana Pedu is Nana Pedu. You get it? So after Daddy Lumba, who else matched that status to get that? That is the thing. So it just has to be on the lovers of Daddy Lumba saying that we are going to do something that will protect his legacy forever and ever. But to leave it on Charterhouse,
Okay. Staria.
Brandy.
That's it.
So for me, I think I would like to agree with Tilly with the fact that we shouldn't put pressure on Charterhouse to do something. I think when I was a teenager, there was this time where One Love Kobolo and what's the other rapper's name?
Mensa.
Not Mensa. You Amen, that guy. Yapono, good. They went for collaboration. And then when they came back, it was news that they had gone for collaboration and they had been invited. And I felt like it was big to them because Fela is an African icon, and I feel like so is Daddy Lumba. Okay, so and the collaboration is basically managed by the family. All right, so I feel like if there's something like that that's going to be happening yearly, it should be something that the family has decided to. If they are going to bring in a foreign agency or entity or whatever to help them with the planning of the event and all that, it should solely be given to them. But that doesn't dispute the fact that immediately that I heard Lumba was dead, I thought about next TGMA, how they are going to honor him, how other musicians will come and sing. I mean, which is actually a segment on the show, right? So other musicians will come, sing his songs, make us remember or bring that kind of nostalgia when the man was alive. Also, in America, I think the MTV Music Awards, right? There's the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award. Okay, so maybe, I'm not saying it should be, but maybe if they decide that, let's make it the Daddy Lumba Legacy Award, that's another way of immortalizing the man. So we shouldn't just put pressure on them like, do it. It is left to the family. Let the family decide, let his children decide, let his wife decide. That's all.
But you see, the celebration we mentioned is an annual week-long festival held in Lagos. I think it's managed by Fela's daughter,
Yeni, and Femi Kuti. Yeah.
And this is an annual week-long celebration. Yeah. So we can have
at the shrine, right?
A Lumbabration or Lumba Fest. It can be maintained, Lumba Fest, where either his wife or his manager or DJ is managing it. Unless, I don't think anyone will come accusing us of misappropriation of funds.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, cash in yani bitya. At the end of the day, if we win, we go pay. Okay, let me try and read some comments before we. Let me try and read some comments before we continue. With the next story. A lot of comments on Facebook. Abdul Samed Ibn Amwana says, why? Okay. Sorry?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. Sorry, geriatric. Sorry.
Why do Ghanaians believe as if someone's death is an avenue for someone to cash out? Daddy Lumba is a legend and must be treated as such, but it should not be like money. The man needs to be celebrated in a way to solidify his legacy. Ningo Bitete says, why is the music industry suddenly coming up with these initiatives just for Daddy Lumba? Kofi Stana says, please, if we are donating, we're donating. We will not pay Kobo. Please stop that. But to be honest, I feel like Daddy Lumba is bigger than Michael Jackson, if not our language.
It's okay, Andy. Continue. I know you have to say, you want to say something, but it's okay. It's okay.
What I'm saying is,
Lali and Lola also have a program today.
Okay.
There's you.
See, but we didn't talk about it. Wow. No win.
I'm giving you, whoever's watching on Facebook can see this look. Yeah, I call it the Lumba look.
Side eye.
If you're there on stage and you see Lumba give you that look, it means something is not right.
Wow.
Andy.
The very moment he says, Andy, they're twice running yet. Do the I can't say it on air. If you on my dear, it was soon, because there were certain things he never liked with his performance. Okay. One, don't pitch the sound. Play the tempo as it was recorded in the studio. Mm-hmm. If it is 0, let it be 0. Let's perform with it. Same. Don't tweak the sound. Leave it as I sang it in the studio. I want to hear myself properly. 2. What DJ Ubete does when he's on air, and DJ Bredash, when these guys are on air, and you hear them and you move, there's one annoying one, Kane, and then there's a trumpet, Lumba. He hated that thing, Papa. Hey, I say, how do they call that thing now? As a smoke beetle. Is that what they call pyros or something?
Is it O2?
What's the name? There's some.
No, there's fire and then there's O2.
Okay, the one that shows the fire. I think sometimes there's an effect. There's a sound that comes with it. Is that what they call O2?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I say at one time we were on stage and Daddy Lumba stood on the stage. Nothing came out. Nothing came out. All I saw was the guy turned around. He gave me that eye. I was shocked, like
It's not you.
It wasn't me. So the thing came up again. All I heard was, "Ja, what are we as answer?"
On the microphone in front of people.
I swear, I can get you that thing.
The footage. What?
Baby Lumba, you had even warned me on stage before.
What?
Huh? Andy Dosty, you are warned.
No.
I'm warning you.
No, but you see, I'm imagining that in his voice.
I'm warning you. On Ojakra still on sound, it's a darling. So
I know, right?
You see, always soft spoken. Yeah. But Andy, I'm warning you.
So was it true he was that introverted?
Oh yes, he was. I mean, Lumba.
I don't want to bring the Michael Jackson comparison anymore. But there are people who were close to him that said his soft voice was actually fake, and that they actually called him and he sounded like the N-word, like a young N-word.
Oh, really?
On the phone. Yeah, I'm talking about Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah. But so maybe he had two faces.
But I know so you can't take it away from. I can tell you. Mm-hmm. You see, when it comes to Lumba, there are certain things I can tell you will never believe. Mm-hmm. I had been with Daddy Lumba and he was listening to Drake. In fact, if not the first person to introduce me to Drake, about a second, I had never. I mean, the kind of songs he listens to, hip hop, pop. Like, and it's not like the song is playing and he's just snapping his finger or bobbing his head to it. He's singing along. So if Drake is singing, he's singing along.
Wow.
I mean, so I'm not too surprised with the Michael Jackson thing where, for example, the comedian, what's his name, his friend? The guy that did Rush Hour with Jackie Chan, what's his name? Chris Tucker. When Chris Tucker said he was with Michael Jackson and they were driving and they were listening to a Rick Ross song, he said the song was playing, "I be the Big Mitch." He said, Michael Jackson, "I be the Big Mitch, Larry Hoover, One Nation." I said, huh? You know, Rick Ross does it. It says, Michael Jackson is singing, "I be the Big Mitch, hallelujah, One nation. Huh. Yeah. I mean, they have their other sides. I know they. If they are alone, or what do you think makes them happy? Oh, I know they. Anyway,
let's continue.
Even allowed to say, you mean including Asia, North and South America, SSR, bro? You are too limited. Learn small. You shout too much. Which one is donating? You are not going to pay Kobu. Romeo says, good morning, Brandy. Watching live from Comsas. How about building him a statue? Big up to Madam Olivia Anaman. The statue thing there is, I think it's statue night.
But they all have statues.
Statue.
Something will come up.
Anyone can erect a statue for him. But I think there must be something that our children's children will come to, like the celebration thing. Charlie, Kobe. Imagine Yapono and Mensa went there, and it was a big deal. Me, I've never been to celebration, but if I'm to go there, especially to go see his shrine. Oh, like you go to Jamaica, people go and visit Bob Marley's shrine. They go, Mandela. People are going there to see. So we can build a shrine for Daddy Lumba, where people go there, they see his stuff, just as my two mentioned, his clothes, the last clothes he wore, his car. You bet you have to Benz, baby. So I said, no, the chance I said, we'll see video. Clement Ajman said, charging money to view or file past DL's last remains is absurd. That is not our culture. DL deserves a monument. His legacy must live on. Ningobi Tatisa Kobiche has always been phenomenal in pushing the narrative of establishing museums and documenting the works of our lost legends. Yet, till now, nothing has been done about it. Celebrating our music legends should not only end with Lumba. Original Koguda says, Senior Andy, so what's up with the DL lookalikes? Can they continue riding on his legacy, or they will be Lumba's reincarnate? And now they will also follow the trend and die. Oh
my God.
I can say.
Which one to be that? Ghanaian actress Gloria Safo has called out powerful figures in the film industry, accusing them of hindering progress by monopolizing opportunities and resisting change.
Yes.
These people believe they have all the answers and refuse to let others contribute to the industry's development. In an interview with Graphic Showbiz on Sunday, July 20th, the acclaimed Efiera star didn't hold back, slamming the select few she described as self-proclaimed gatekeepers who control the sector with an iron grip. According to Gloria, Ghana's film industry must evolve or risk being left behind. There are people who call themselves gatekeepers at the top, who act like they have all the answers, blocking fresh ideas, refusing to let others contribute. They won't step aside to allow the industry to grow, she said. She challenged stakeholders to stop pretending all is well when the Ghanaian film sector is clearly struggling. To her, the problems are well known, but not much is being done to address them. Please, let us. Why is it like each time I say please, I come back to cancel my viewers? Please. Ria, since you are in that space, in fact, you know they're better than we do. Do you agree with what Gloria is saying? Or I have to finish reading, or I have to.
I am struggling to get that,
if you want me to
at the end of the day, gatekeepers.
Who are they?
Yeah, and I can't, because I've been in this.
I'm sorry, why is it that Ghana all of a sudden gatekeepers or gatekeeping has become a bad word? Like once,
yeah, because
once you're a gatekeeper, as a way Bonini. I don't get it.
What does she mean by saying they have all the answers? I mean,
and they know the industry is struggling.
The industry is struggling, fine. But from where I sit, most producers are doing their best. If I'm going to even fault anybody, I think we had a discussion yesterday on Daybreak Hits on Friday. I mean yesterday. And it was more of the digital stations that are stealing people's work to put on their TV screens. I feel like that is the major enemy amongst us now. But when it comes to producers, I feel like most producers are doing their best. They are giving people jobs. They are trying to bring out movies. They are trying to be a pinnacle of hope for a failing industry. So I not to debunk or not to trivialize how she feels, but maybe I am not getting it right. So I would have to know more about what she's trying to say, because
Okay.
Okay. So I was hoping you would play like a voice note.
Yeah,
I really want to hear who are the gatekeepers.
Yes.
That is what will resolve this conversation.
I don't think she mentioned anyone's name.
Yeah, so then once again, she did something that most people in this industry do. They cower behind the truth, act like they are fighting the battle, but they are not doing anything.
Or whoever did the interview and wrote the stuff didn't write everything.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just so that we
yes,
have been,
just so we see. So if she didn't mention anybody and she's just putting out a problem that she thinks is there, but still didn't mention anybody, so we can actually address the issue, then to me, why do it?
Okay, so let me just call out some of the elements from the write-up, just so that just in case it might help. Okay. Now, she mentions that we all know what is happening in the industry. Yeah. The sector lacks a lot of things that would change the narrative. And then she goes ahead to mention all the elements. Structures. Yeah, but that's the truth.
That's true.
I'm actually long-sighted.
Well, yeah. You are long-sighted.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it is when it is closer that I can see. So
but you can't.
Yes.
Sighted.
You are just sighted.
Long and short.
He's not sighted.
You are not sighted.
Yeah. So she mentioned that there are so many things that are not in place. She mentioned structures. Okay, the fact that absence of structures and all of that. Then she mentioned resources. Then she mentioned opportunities. Then investments, funding, actors, producers, directors, distributors, and marketers, amongst others. Yet we keep ignoring the issues. And then she says these are the problems that exist. However, there are certain people who are hindering the progress by monopolizing opportunities and resisting change, which means whoever or the people who are in the helm of affairs, knowing that the problems exist and for a particular duration now, what is happening? So in other words, what it means is that the people are resisting change.
Okay, so then it comes back to the question I asked.
Is she talking about National Film Authority?
Exactly.
So what it sounds like is everybody within the space who is at the helm of affairs when it comes to the movie industry.
Oh, but you see that also is of a generalization of what she's trying to say, because even if we take the actors bit of it, I've seen actors that are now doing movies because they're not going to sit for somebody to bring the opportunity to them.
Right.
So they are now investing, which is something that if you're an actor and you're moving to that space, it's a lot of money, a lot of skills that you have to learn, and probably even hire. That some of them they've stretched. In fact, Beverly Afaglo just dropped something. Beverly, I've known her as an actress, but now because the industry is new, she's doing that. Now when we come to the other side of it, she's producing her own movies. The one that she did, I think last week we spoke about it. The one that I said went to do
Pimpers, not Pimpers, Pimp's Paradise. Pimp's Paradise.
So
I thought it was about Marley's. He has a song Pimpers Paradise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Pimp's Paradise.
So she is doing that. Now, when we come to the other side of it, if we want to talk about even structures or producers and all of that, that is also another conversation. We have the people that are at the helms of affairs that are not doing much, but are not also, allowing people to bring in. And there are people that are doing something. You get it? So the reason I'm saying that if you don't make it specific, so are we talking about the NFA? Then now we can look at NFA, what they are doing, what they are supposed to do, and then now we can have that conversation. But when you say gatekeepers, is so broad that we might never be able to narrow the conversation to something specific. Structures now is a problem. You are saying structures. What structures are you talking about? Are you talking about the distribution structures for the movie industry? Are you talking about the laws when it comes to protection of copyright? You see how broad it is. So once you don't limit it to a certain thing and you make it so big, even you have made it wider. Per what you even said, you have added all the elements to it. But even with all the challenges, there are people that
Sorry, I didn't add.
no, as like you have.
No, you said the people
explained
at
it.
the helm of affairs.
Yeah, because
So
those are the
that's
people-
very broad.
So now, if the
I'm just reading what's.
the helm
Yeah,
of
yeah.
affair, we have the NFA part, we have the FIPAC, we have the audiovisuals. All these people are the helms of affairs that are supposed to work together to ensure that particular industry is working. So which one is she talking about? Or there are people one for each that is causing the problem.
Maybe all of them.
You see, so now how are we supposed to position the conversation? Because I can't also go at all of them when I don't know who is doing what, when we don't know the bad nuts in there. So that was why I said, if you take that stand, yes, you have identified the problem, which we all know, but you have still not identified the problem.
No, I think she has. Because what she's saying is that. So let's say problems. We have problems, and the problems exist, right? And it's been a year, it's been 2 years, it's been 3 years, it's been 4 years. You guys have been talking about it for 4 years, 5 years.
Which happens a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, there are people who are literally responsible for this particular sector, right? They are responsible for that industry. And if nothing is happening and they keep the actors within the space are submitting ideas and things that are supposed to be done, but up till now, nothing is happening. And she's saying that you are monopolizing opportunities and resisting change. Then it means that is what she's narrowing it down to.
Okay.
That we are offering, maybe they are contributing, they are,
To who? So
the people, that's what I'm saying.
Which people? So you see, if she had made her
I get you looking for one, but she is telling you see it is her.
So
pain.
she's saying everybody is at fault.
It's her pain. It's her industry, and she's sharing with you.
No, I get it. So if she said that the industry, a lot of people, there isn't change, they are not willing to change. I get that is a conversation we can have. But to say that gatekeepers, there are some gatekeepers there that are not allowing change, and she didn't even limit the gatekeepers. So let's say gatekeepers in the NFA. That way, we can speak to the issues of NFA or even gatekeepers in FIPA.
So you take the part that you can speak to, because she said general. So
Okay,
if you can take one and speak to, then fine.
so
Because maybe you may not know all of them because it's her sector.
Well, so let me narrow it down to NFA because they are the body that they are mandated to overlook all of these things. That are meant to overlook and ensure that every facet of it is working. Now, when you take the NFA board, so that all these conversations don't happen, the board is made from all these people. So every group in there, you bring your person and they become part of the board and they get their general secretary. And the general secretary is advised by these people, the board. So that is how it's supposed to move. Unfortunately for us, the previous years, per the report from some of the board members on platforms that I have been on, there was a certain problem between the board and the person in charge. So it's like we have our rules and what we are supposed to do, or we have our goals for the year or the period for which things are supposed to be done. But the person in charge also has her things that she wants to do. So there's always that problem between the board and then the person in charge. Now, the person in charge too responds to a higher authority, and the higher authority says, follow your board, and then the person in charge is able to go past the higher authority to the highermost authority. So that was the chain of problems in that sector. This is Ashinara though, and I'm buying the audience the things I know. You get it? So that was their problem. Now, before Madame Julieta Sante left, she wrote a nice passage telling us some of the things, some of the challenges in there that prevented her from executing
her rightful duties.
Yes, to the maximum and to serve the industry that Gloria Safu speaks of now. Now with the new team, what are they doing now that is resembling the old ways? Are they also adamant to change? are they also under-equipped or under-resourced for which you are not able to deliver? You see the conversation has changed. But when we say the gatekeepers, they are not changing. It's too broad.
Oh, well, it wasn't just.
No, even where she mentioned that some people won't step aside.
See, we to go where? Who are they? That they should go. So you see, once again, it's the board people that some of them have become old ideas and are not stepping.
You don't know, there's a song called "I'm so far, bro." Wow, it's a chua. Who the carpet?
So yeah, she's just throwing an ayampia into the air.
Why was it your fight? Say your opinion. You wanted the one you could fight.
She has thrown poison darts.
She just ayampiaizing on the.
Oh, okay.
I am piaking.
So there we are no more. Got someone called Tugum my eyes. Tugum my eyes.
I think that
sorry.
Go ahead.
For me, when it comes to the National Film Authority and whoever is at the helm of affairs, I've always expressed my displeasure about them because it feels like when something of importance happens, that's when they come out to let you know that they don't have the power to do this, they don't have the power to do that. So basically, as a producer, you are on your own. And a perfect example happened yesterday. Zeal, you were here, right? Zandi Kamel got into a little bit of a squabble with TV. Fast TV. She said that she was called by James Gardner, to be specific, who said he doesn't have the power. So if she wants to take legal actions, she should go ahead. But you see,
but wait, what were they expecting James?
It's not like we're expecting James to say anything. But the same issue happened with, I think, Omoni Oboli, Bimbo Ademoye, and Ruth Kadiri. These people issued out statements. They went after these TV stations. But when it comes to our own people, it's like, oh, if you want to do it, do it. That's all. At least throw your throw your support behind her. Let them know that, okay, she's also coming from a place where we won't take that nonsense. That is where we were coming from yesterday. So I believe that, let's give them some grace. Let's hope that they are able to right the wrong, because they just got into, I think Kafu Idanku and the rest just got into the office. So I would like to give them some grace, but these are some of the things they have to look at.
I want us to finish the Gloria Safo story quickly before we rush into Zandi Kamel. So I didn't hear your
So for me, I think institutions. Gloria went to Nigeria, came back, and she's been, excuse my language, talking plenty about the industry in Nigeria and Ghana. We all sit here and we sometimes say population counts in this film making thing and all that. I would have loved if she had said, oh, people like, excuse my language, Andy, Robert.
You've been excusing your language today, pal.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. People like...
Small trouble, no? Oh.
People like Andy, Robert, Tilly are the blockade to the industry's development. Then we can tackle the situation. But if you leave it ajar like that, like...
but all of these people are gatekeepers. So, still on here.
No, but if...
At the word, who the can't fit?
Didn't you hear the Ayampiaism?
It's the Ayampiaism. What?
No, but be specific.
We have two Ayampias. Why the two Ayampias is so the captain?
Okay, hold on.
Are you part?
I beg. Just as we were all thinking that, NDC, General Mosquito. Does he have any appointment?
Yes.
The party's general secretary.
No, he was appointed for something. I reported on his car.
Now,
what was that appointment?
Okay, so let's not dwell on that.
Yeah.
So if anyone sits and say abaino, what do I am piamu? I am because if gatekeepers abaya. she's talking about all of us within that system. You know, so yeah. So if I'm talking about I'm not talking only about General Siedun Ketia. I'm not talking only about His Excellency Dr. Maham.
John Dramani Man.
His Excellency, I nearly said Dr. Maham. Mr. John Dramani Man. That's not what I'm talking. Once I say the government, it involves all people who are in the same Abenkwai.
But I finish your. Okay.
Let me just add this one. And if they say music industry and they say gatekeepers, we will all know that we all have names to mention.
Say right now,
We will eye you.
Like,
right
no,
now.
we will eye you.
Right now.
Then what it means is that you lack knowledge about the movie industry. Then
No, you can't
industry.
say no.
Okay.
You just said that if they say music, you would know exactly who. Now, you didn't say if they specify who in the music industry. You are saying that if they use the phrase gatekeepers in the music industry, you would know who it is, or you can identify the people. And the same.
They don't see the number one game.
But now somebody is saying movie industry.
Yes.
And that one you are unable to
So it means that those in the movie
identify.
that they know who the Ayampia is.
Of course!
That's what I'm saying. That it is not your sector.
You see, some of us we know some, but if you go and mention right now and she says it's
It is not the person.
you see.
Do you get it?
But you don't need to be told that. Yes, sir. Yeah, you don't need to be told.
I think
Or
she needs
you
to come
could be
again.
the crime.
Hey, boss!
But
I think
baby,
she should just come out and mention names and associate her commentary to these specific individuals, and then we'll know the way forward.
yeah. But I think that there are two things speaking out very loud to me. The very first one is the fact that I believe I've tried to study the power of the collective from countries that have been able to take their destiny into their own hands. You know, and every time I'm amazed at how people with the will and interest in wanting to grow and bring about change always do that for themselves.
Yeah.
So there was once upon a time, people were not working for 8 hours. People were working for more than 8 hours. It was not helping them. They came together, they fought it, and eventually the system was changed to official working time is 8 hours, whether 9 to 5 or whether 8 to 5, whatever. It was changed. Once upon a time, women were not voting. A certain group of people came together, they fought it, and eventually that was changed. One of the biggest fights that have happened in the space of America with respect to Grammys and black music is that there was a group called BMC, Black Music Collective, and they worked hard to be able to gain or to get the voice of black music on that particular platform heavily. So, and there are so many things. You go on and on and on, and you realize that a group of people coming together saying this is the status quo, we are not okay with what exists, we want to change it, irrespective of whoever is in the helm of affairs. Because the helm of affairs may probably be political, may probably require some requirements that you may not be able to fulfill, and so you may not really become the president in order to be able to effect the change you're looking for. But guess what? The power doesn't always lie in the hands of the president. There are people who are within the domain, the space, who also have strong voice. For as long as they are willing to come together, they can introduce the change. You can get whoever is at the helm of affairs to listen. You understand? That kind of thing. So we need to get to that point where we are dissatisfied with the status quo and we are not okay leaving it in the hands of whoever has been appointed. If they're not getting the work done and 5 years has passed, are you going to keep watching the thing deteriorate, or you are going to find ways and means and say, look, I am not okay with this? Who is also not okay with it? Let's join forces together. Let's find a way. Let's figure it out, and let our voices be heard. Let's introduce the change we are looking for. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one of the schools of thought I'd rather like to subscribe to in situations of this nature. And I must say that just like when it comes to democracy, we say that you have leaders who have been appointed for your course, at the end of the day, you don't leave them alone. You have to join in the governance. Actually, you have to contribute your quota. So what she's doing is required of anybody in the space to be able to do for the growth of that particular sector. And I think that as a rule, if you belong to any sector, it is important for you to understand what the law says about your sector. What if you belong to the music sector, for example? What are the laws with respect to music? What is the copyright info? What is what is the Ministry of Arts and Culture? What is their role and responsibility with respect to the sector? Creative Arts Agency. What is their that kind of stuff? Like, you just need to know about everybody and anybody within the space whose mandates borders on your space. I think that we need to, familiarize ourselves with these things, just so that when things are not going well, you can either speak to it or you can, introduce the kind of change you're looking for. I think I side with her voicing out what needs to be done. The only thing is that I would not want it to end at voicing out, but we should find a way to go the next step in terms of how do we translate this into some actionable points that can bring about change, really.
Yeah, Pong.
Oh,
say
so soon.
Makramo.
Oh, they always say so soon. Next time, come on time.
Oh, baby.
Don't baby
I didn't know you wanted me to come on time.
I am out of here.
Bars.
I wasn't here. It wasn't me.
You're Daru and you're plenty talk.
Charlie.
Please limit yourself to the size of the chair.
Wow. Very humbled.
Listeners, thank you very much for listening to the program. It's been very, very nice. Thanks so much, Ria. Thank you, Zeal. Thank you, Tileke Nipa.
Yeah, I like that.
And Rom.
I forgot to say we use 2 minutes too.
Oh, Charlie, we have news at midday.
Yeah, but once there's 3 minutes now.
Supposed to wrap up at 11:50.
Andy is not a 3 minutes man. I'm sorry. Don't do that.
Hey, mommy. Let me share what Janshin Casa because as I want Casa be brave.
What do you want to say? Use the 2 minutes to say it.
Who are they?
Because people that are come, so you want to say it?
No.
No. Happy birthday to DJ. Today is DJ Icon's birthday.
Happy birthday, G.
Oh, it's not DJ Icon's. Today is not DJ Icon's birthday.
Hey, sorry.
Okay, happy birthday to Rachel Kwakumpe. DJ Icon wishes you. Oh!
You see, non-sightedness.
You guys get out of here.
Officially.
DJ Icon is wishing you long life, health, and more money. You have brought us so much joy and laughter. I thank God for you and hope you know just how loved you are. Senior, you are a joy-filled blessing in our lives. There are two things involved. The way DJ Icon is mentioning this guy's name, for a minute I thought it was his son. Now, the way you are saying, Senior, you are joy-filled, it means that guy is the whole block. Hey! No, I thought it was just it was his son's birthday. No, you've brought joy in our lives. Just to be a mouse cap and Roman is
Make a cash there. Robert, I'm a 2 hour. I was in city.
Oh, you are young.
Which of the blocks iced?
Hi, Andy.
Concrete block.
Hi, Andy. I'm Felix Sam. How was your Soho event? I think that the Lumba funeral should be held in Kumasi, but one day, Thursday or Friday, should be held in Accra. Before proceeding to Kumasi, please extend my greetings to your panelists. Okay. Good morning, for Andy.
Extend it.
I'm extending it.
That's it.
Look, my girlfriend, I don't have an ewe girlfriend. I may soon get one.
Ooh.
Yeah,
no, I'm not. I'm excited for him. Isn't a girlfriend a good
You know, she always wants me to have a girlfriend, right?
Why?
I'm just happy when I see him in love.
Why?
You don't want to
I want to hear it from your point. Why?
Why?
Yeah, she doesn't want to come to say something that she jumped in to cut it.
I just okay now. I'm going to fall in love with someone who works in a telco business where, you know, I can monitor all the calls you make.
Or you want somebody who can keep telling your colleagues what?
Yapon. Thank you very much for listening. Thanks so much, Ria. Thank you, Tilly. Thank you, Zeal. Thank you, Robert. My name is Andy. Same time next week, we shall meet again for yet another interesting edition of the program.
This is Hits.